And that was 1949. I went to Bridgeport, Connecticut. From a guy by the name of Bob Sherms, I bought 10 gross of cards. God, if I can get rid of them, I'll get out of this business. But I went to my first fair, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Broward County Fair. Did not know what I was doing. The deck in those days sold for $1. At the end of the 10 days, I grossed 50 cents. Now you're saying, how do you sell something for $1 and gross 50 cents? I never broke the ice. I couldn't sell a deck. I didn't know what to do with it. I was packing up at the end of the fair, and a kid walked over and said, "I'll give you 50 cents one of those, mister." I said, "I'll take it." So I grossed 50 cents. I then read in the local paper that Mickey McDougall, the famous card detective, was lecturing for the police department in Miami on how to catch card cheats. That's how he got the name, the card detective. Well, I knew many years ago, Mickey McDougall, before becoming a performer, pitched Svengali cards. So I took a shot. I was 20 years old. I drove to Miami. I went to the police station and said, "Do you know where I could find Mr. Mickey McDougall?" And they said, "He's staying at the Roni Plaza Hotel on Miami Beach." I went to the Roni Plaza. I grabbed the lobby hotel phone, and I asked the operator to connect me with his room. And I said, "Mr. McDougall, you don't know me, but we know a lot of people in common, Lou Tannen in New York," and I named other magicians. And I said, "I'm out there, I just finished the Broward County Fair, and I can't sell the Svengali deck." He said, "You can't? Why, you've got the strongest thing on the Midway." I said, "Well, I haven't done anything." He said, "Well, look, have you had breakfast yet?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, I haven't. I'm going to go down to the coffee shop, and you got a deck with you?" I had 10 gross in the hotel room and forgot to bring one. So he said, "Go to Miami. On the corner of First and Flagler, there is a magic shop, and it was called Jan the Magic Man." He said, "Buy a Svengali deck." I had 10 gross in the hotel. I buy one for $1 in Miami. He said, "Go to Woolworth." There were a lot of Woolworths then. And he said, "Get a pencil and a pad so you can take notes. And then meet me in the lobby when I come out of the coffee shop." So I did exactly what he asked. When I came back to the lobby, out of the coffee shop came a nice-looking guy with a white shock of hair and a most beautiful woman on his arms, and an entourage of about 2 or 3 men. And I walked over and I said, "Are you Mickey McDougall?" He said, "Yeah." "Are you the kid selling the Svengalis?" I said, "I'm the kid with the Svengalis, not selling them." So we all went up to the room. Well, he showed me the original pitch as he made it in 1933 at the Chicago World's Fair, 1937 in San Diego at the San Diego Exposition, and I was amazed. He did things with this deck of cards that magicians don't do, moves that were only specially made for selling, for entertaining a group and making them want one. Well, I took notes. At the end of the time, one of his entourage guys, who I think was his agent, said, "Boy, Mickey, I didn't know you did that. Where do you get one of those?" And he says, "Well, this guy will sell you the one he's got." I said, "No, let me give it to him." He says, "I said sell it to him. They're $5. Now, you must remember, I sold Svengali decks for $1 for 17 years after that, before the price ever went up. And he says, "They're $5, Frank." He says, "Give the kid $5. So I sold the deck for $5. As I was leaving the room, I said, "Mr. McDougall, I've got a few dollars saved. Is there some way that I can pay you for the time we've had here together?" And he said, "When you're on top, and you will be, you're in the hotel. I hate to be breaking up, but It was a wonderful time in my life. He said somebody might call you on the phone, and they might say, come down and help me. He said, you go down and help them. That's how you repay me. And I left. I went to Raleigh, North Carolina, rented an empty space in front of an empty store, and all the guys from the Army base in Fort Bragg were spending their weekend there. I laid the pitch on the table and actually read it as I was working, and I grossed $60 the first day. $60 in 1949. Well, then it went from there. So, at this point, I'm going to show you how to take a deck of cards, make it walk, talk, snort, jump through a hoop.